Hello all, my name is Pratham Chandratre and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are gonna understand what is machine learning. Alright, let me ask you something. How does YouTube know which video you will probably watch next? Or how does your smartphone magically unlock by just looking at your face? Or even simpler, how does your email filter spam so well? The answer behind all this question lies in machine learning, guys. But here's the thing. Most explanations of machine learning are either too academic or too fluffy. In this video, I will break it down with stories, diagrams and example that will actually make you say, oh, that's how actually machine learning really works. So without wasting any time, guys, let's dive in. So at first, let's see the difference between rule-based programming and machine learning. What is exactly the difference between rule-based programming and machine learning, guys? See, traditionally computers work with explicit instruction, guys. Means we have to give the instructions explicitly. Like for an example, if the condition A occurs, then do action B. Like if a user types suppose a wrong password, then show an error. So here we have basically given a condition. If that condition is met, then do the action B. Like if the user types a wrong password in our system, then basically show an error. So we have basically first only set the rule. So this is basically rule based programming, guys. But you know what's the problem in this? Not everything in the real world can be actually captured by so much simple rules. Like for an example, imagine writing a rules to identify whether our email is spam or not spam. Means spam or a ham. So if the email has the word like congratulations, marks them as a spam. Or if the email contains the word like lottery, mark that email as a spam. So we can basically set here rule, like if the email has the word like congratulations, then lottery, so mark the email basically spam. But you know, guys, spammers are really smart in 2025. They will actually make some changes, like instead of O in congratulations, they will basically write 0 in place of O. So at this time, this is the point where our rule-based programming fails, guys. On the other hand, speaking about machine learning, guys, machine learning actually flips the entire script. So instead of programming rules, we actually feed computers examples and data. The machine learning then learns the rules on its own. So in machine learning, instead of this specifying these rules, guys, specifying the rules earlier only, we basically feed machine learning models the data sets, the examples, so that our machine learning model learns from these examples and makes it rules by its own. So I have basically specified here also that machine learns the rules on its own by learning, by specifying and by training itself from the data set provided, from the example provided. In a simple terms, think of it like teaching a small kid to recognize a dog. So you don't hand them a list like dogs have 4 legs, dogs bark, dogs have fur on their body. So instead, what you do, you show a kid the 50 pictures of a dog. So the child actually learns from that 50 pictures of the dog, learns the patterns in the pictures, learns the patterns of the dogs. So then the child basically sees the other animal, and if that other animal is, let's suppose, like a dog, so the child will basically say that, oh, that other animal looks like the one of the picture you showed to me, so that other animal must be a dog. So this is exactly the same way machine learning works, guys. You don't hardcode the rules here, guys. We just give the dataset to our machine learning model, and our machine learning model identifies the entire patterns from that dataset. So now let's actually see how our machine learning model's workflow is, guys. How the entire flow of our machine learning model looks like. So here I have specified it in a very simple terms, that this is the flow of our machine learning model. At first there is a data, then there comes algorithm, then there comes a model, and then there comes a prediction. So now we will go step by step and understand each step, each phase of our workflow of machine learning in detail. So at first, speaking about the step number 1, which is data, guys. So this is the first step. Whether you are building a machine learning model, you are building a neural networks in deep learning, you are building natural language processing application, you are building agentic AI systems, whether it would be any AI application guys. On the top, the first step is basically data collection step, because you know guys, data is the fuel. Without data set, AI systems can't actually make the prediction. So at first data collection step, you basically collect the past information, like let's suppose it would be an emails, it would be images, it would be customer transactions, and various types of data set based on which you want to make prediction. So this is our step number one, wherein we collect the data from the user of which actually we want to make a prediction. Now once we have our data set collected, once we have our data prepared, now moving to our step number two, which is algorithm guys. Now see, we have our data set ready, we have collected our data set. Now this data set will be basically sent to our algorithm. For what purpose? For a learning purpose guys. Like in the above example I have said, we actually provide 50 pictures of dog to a small kid, so that this data is, think of a small kid like a algorithm guys. It basically, we have provided the data set to a small kid, and small kid identifies the patterns in that images, the similarities in that images, and so it learns from that images. So this algorithm is a learning method that actually analyzes the data set we have provided guys. Now there are supervised machine learning algorithms, unsupervised machine learning algorithms, wherein in supervised we provide both labeled data set, and in unsupervised model we provide unlabeled data set. That is, we don't provide output features to our model. All this thing, what is supervised machine learning, what is unsupervised machine learning, we are gonna to cover on this YouTube channel as we move ahead in this series of machine learning guys. So this is basically algorithm step, wherein our model actually learns the method and it analyzes the features, the patterns in the data set. Now once it had basically analyzes the pattern, algorithm is basically trained, then there comes a model guys. Imagine this model as a trained brain of our machine. Means our machine is now ready to make the predictions. Means model is basically something that it has actually been trained with the help of a data set. It has actually analyzed the patterns of the data set, and it is ready to make a new predictions, to make a predictions on our data. Now moving ahead, there comes a step number 4, which is a final step guys, which is prediction. Now this is the step where our machine learning model make guesses on the new data which is coming guys. In this step, our final prediction is being done on the new data set, on a test data set which we want to basically test. For that only we have actually made our machine learning model. So this was entire workflow of our machine learning model guys, entire flow of how exactly the machine learning model works. So first we provide the data set to our machine learning model, then there comes an algorithm step, then there is a model, and then finally we do a prediction. So for an example, in our data set we are basically creating a machine learning model which will basically labeled our output as it's a spam email or it's a not spam email. So we will basically at first, in the first step of the data collection step, we will basically provide a list of emails which are basically spam or not spam. So what our machine learning model will do guys, our machine learning model will basically analyze the pattern. It will be our supervised machine learning model, wherein we will provide a labeled data set, that is, it will contain input features as well as output features. So we will provide both the steps guys. We will provide both input features, like we will provide an email, and also we will provide its output feature, like whether it is spam email or a not spam email. So basically it will analyze the patterns, like let's suppose there is a one lottery, there are words like you won a 7 crore rupees. So such spamming words, if there are there in the mail, so it will think that it is a spam. So it will learn from these patterns, and it will also see the emails which are not spam. So this is basically our algorithm step, wherein we provide the label data set to our algorithm, and our algorithm learns the pattern. And then there is a model step, wherein our machine learning model is basically trained. It has basically learned the patterns, and it is now been trained, and it is ready to make the prediction. And once the next time whenever new email will comes in, our machine learning model predicts whether that email is a spam or not. So in this way guys, entire machine learning systems works. Now have you noticed something guys here? We didn't tell it the rules. We have not specified anywhere that these are the rules. We just have given the data set, and it automatically basically finds the rules by itself. Though this was entire workflow of our machine learning, and how it is being separated, how it is being different from rule based programming, that also I have explained you. And by the way guys, if you would like to connect me one to one for a personalized guidance, I have put the link in the description wherein you can book the session with me on TopMed. And just a short intro about me so that you know from whom you are learning this guys. I have basically completed 13 internships in artificial intelligence domain at top organizations like Amazon, IBM, EY, Infosys, etc. I have also cracked 24 global certifications which you can check on my LinkedIn profile as well. I was also able to crack 6 job offers in less than 60 days in an AI/ML domain. So if you want direct mentoring, career advice, personalized roadmap or a project guidance, feel free to connect me on TopMed guys. Link is in the description. Now let's see actually why actually machine learning matters to us guys. See, machine learning isn't just buzzword guys. It's everywhere, it's in every industry in today's world in 2025. Talking about healthcare industry guys, see, machine learning basically predicts the disease earlier. Talking about finance guys, see, it's basically used to detect fraud faster than humans. We will also build one project which is credit card fraud detection system. It's a basic project, simple projects. So everywhere let's suppose in retail also, it's basically like you have seen Amazon recommending what you will buy next by its own. So this is basically used in Amazon also in retail industry. Speaking about autonomous cars, it's basically used to make split second decisions. So in each and every industry, machine learning is guys today's world in 2025. And the crazy part is guys, machine learning improves as it gets more data. So that's why companies say data is the new fuel for the organization, so that they can build a great models, whether it would be a AI models, whether it would be a ML model, whether it would be a DL model, any model, whether it will be a natural language processing systems. So with the help of data sets, they can basically make such prediction systems so that they basically improve their sales, they improve the conversion rates. So that's why I always say that machine learning is a fundamental skill. If you want to switch your career into artificial intelligence, start with machine learning, start mastering machine learning guys. Okay, so to wrap it up guys, wrap this entire session of today, so we will basically see that we have first of all seen the difference between traditional programming, that is rule based programming, and machine learning. So in traditional programming basically we provide rules, and based on that rules we basically get answers. And in machine learning we actually provide data set to our machine learning model. Machine entirely learns the rules by itself and then it provides answers. It's not just magic guys, it's all about pattern recognition, and those patterns are actually shaping the apps, products and technologies you use every single day. And also guys, I have one good news for you. I have recently launched my brand new Udemy course on Pydantic. So for the first 100 learners who will enroll in the course, with the link in the description, you will get this course for just rupees 499. So grab the deal guys. It's an amazing course. I have put lot of efforts on in that course, and I am sure that when you will complete the course, you will have a skill that's actually been great for data validation, and there are a lot many things you can do with Pydantic. And also in 2025, if you are going for an AI interviews, there are questions coming out from Pydantic. So it's a must have skill guys to master. So go grab that course at just rupees 499 guys for the first 100 learners who will enroll in this course. And this is just the beginning guys. Believe me, in the upcoming videos we will actually see how machines learn step by step. I will simplify those scary looking algorithms, whether it would be a random forest, whether it would be a clustering algorithms, whether it would be a classification algorithms, whether it would be a boosting technique, whether it would be a bagging technique. Every scary looking algorithms I will simplify all for you guys, so that even your non-techie friend can understand machine learning in the simplest way as possible. And if you found this explanation different from the usual boring ones, hit that like button guys. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with someone who is curious about machine learning guys. And tell me in the comments what's one place you have seen machine learning in action in your daily life guys, and I will read each and every comment of this video. So see you soon in our next video.